Man, oh man, interesting timing for Jacksonville to get rid of their general manager. What's your view on that?
It's absolutely crazy, Mark. It's not the way you do it. Shad Khan is a friend of mine, actually, the owner of the Jacksonville Jaguars, and really intelligent guy, self-made billionaire who came from a distant country, comes to the United States, and he's done everything you'd ever dream about doing in the United States of America, right? But unfortunately, I think that the timing, it kind of got away from him. And what I mean by that is some of the interviews, some of the coaches, they weren't able to land there at Jacksonville after firing Peterson, their previous coach. I think that's part of the issue. Trent Baalke is the name of the general manager who was ousted. He's been there 5 years. He tried to get Ben Johnson. It was going to be the perfect fit. That's the offensive coordinator from the Detroit Lions. He ends up going to the Chicago Bears, so they missed out on that one. Why did they miss out on that one? No one's really quite sure. And then you look over at the offensive coordinator of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, my Buccaneers, Liam Coen, and they couldn't land him either. He went back to Tampa and said, you know what? If you guys pay me enough, I'll stay here in Tampa rather than going to Jacksonville. Something is going on that's not really great. When you look at Baalke and what he did in the 5 years, I'll just give you a quick rundown. One of them, Mark, is he hired a guy named Urban Meyer. And by the way, if you forgot this one, Urban was a guy who was on a trip up there at the old Ohio State area and decided to stay up there after a game loss and stayed up there and got into himself a little bit of trouble. Then decided not to go grab Aiden Hutchinson. That was a problem. One of the best defensive ends we've seen in a long time coming to the NFL. And they chose a different player. They had the opportunity. They passed it up. And then publicly, he blamed Peterson. And I'm talking about Baalke, the GM. He blamed the head coach for just about everything publicly, Mark. You don't do that in the NFL. You always stand by your guy, even if you're lying. And then at the end of the year, you can say, you know what, see you later. But he didn't do that. And the free agency signings was really, really bad. They just weren't hitting with anybody last year and spent $500 million on two players last year. It just shows you that this is an organization that's got to find the right GM to run the thing. I'll be talking to Shad later on in the week, and maybe I'll find myself up in Jacksonville, Mark. But in any case, I'll be seeing him when I'm down in Naples. But if you had somebody working for you and you owned the company and the general manager, every decision he made seemed to have been a failure, I think you'd probably have fired him as well, wouldn't you?
Yeah, that is entirely possible, as some former ex-Market Rebellion employees could probably attest. But enough about that, Pete. We've run out of time. Thank you for letting me stand in for John, who is still in Courmayeur skiing with the other major exchange honchos, markets and exchanges from all over the world. It's a skiing competition event that he does every single year. But I believe John's coming back either Saturday or Sunday. We've got an event here in Miami on Sunday, and we're on stage Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday at a couple of conferences here in Miami during Hedge Fund Week. So I hope he's back. Until then, of course, you can see us on Cocktail Hour tomorrow at 1 p.m. for our subscribers that are part of that service. The Rebels Edge will be back on Monday at 1 o'clock Eastern as well. Of course, I have to remind our viewers that if you have not already snatched up those tickets to our RebelCon 2025 event on the 22nd of March at the fabulous MGM Grand in Las Vegas, Nevada, please do so. Producer Jared, pop up that tile with the QR code. You can scan that code. You can go to our website. You can call your customer service rep. You can DM us on social, whatever you want to do that gets you to that event. We want you to be there. That event, of course, is day 4 of the unbelievable 10X GrowthCon. It's the 10th anniversary of 10X GrowthCon with our business partner and friend, Grant Cardone, and an absolutely unbelievable lineup of celebrity guest speakers. These are not to miss events. Check them all out. We'd love to see you there. And Pete, until then, since this is the Friday show, we got to give the have a good weekend sign off.
Have a great weekend, everybody.
Thank you.